everybody.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Soaps and Sass.
Welcome back.
I am Mama Sass,
And I'm Baby Sass.
and we're gonna jump right into it.
Yes, we are covering the week of October
6th to 10th.
6th to 10th.
All right, so I'm gonna jump right into the recap. I'm not even gonna blink.
Also, I hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving. Because you Canadian. Moving on.
Okay, Monica's will is read on Monday of this past week, with dramatic consequences.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, for real. Drew is on the warpath. Britt is thrown. Jocelyn returns to town, and Isaiah seeks out Portia. For real. On Tuesday, Anna and Chase serve a search warrant. Hilarity ensues.
Does it? Oh, it does. Proceed.
Alexis warns Sunny. Gio makes a big decision. He almost didn't get a chance to make it, though. Golly.
Whew.
Britt plays hardball. Portia gets life-changing news. Good for your tail. On Wednesday, Willow is distraught. Carly visits Elizabeth. Curtis relays a theory to Portia. Brennan meets with Joss. And Chase makes a revelation. On Thursday, Dante and Anna compare notes. Nathan makes a declaration.
As he should.
Someone's alibi crumbles.
As it does.
It took a long time for that to happen. Jocelyn fudges the truth. And hilarity ensues. Britt lashes out.
As she always does.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I read that already. But anyway, that's okay. And on Friday, Sunny questions Lulu.
And the way he did it was just like, okay, you coming in a little hot there, sir. Calm down.
Willow briefs Drew. Michael opens up to Ronnie. Jordan is threatened. I don't know. Well, someone threatened her. I don't know that she was threatened, but I guess it depends on how you define it. And something I don't remember seeing, Lucas plays matchmaker.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened because I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
I don't remember seeing him. No, not because he wasn't trying to connect Ava with anybody or anything. Okay, so that's what we had.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if we want to jump into conversation or I have something that I came across. I took note of.
Oh, was it the poll?
It was the polls. I came across a couple of polls, which I think could be interesting for our listeners.
Some of y'all came up with these thoughts, and I heard the polls, and I was like, what the where are y'all going with this?
Okay, so this one's a little bit late because now the week has played out, so we know how it goes. But Soap Opera Digest polled its readers in two fronts. The first one is who gets the house. So I'm going to start with that one because we already know. But it was just interesting to see how this shook out.
And before my mom reads the results, before I had theorized, I'm like, if Michael did not get the house,
which was very clear he wasn't going to. We knew that.
I'm like, in all regards, he should have gotten the house. But we're like, if Michael does not get the house, I'm like, the only two people make sense, Tracy or Jason. But as you know, just a crick in the wrench, I'm like, lo and behold, it's Drew.
Yeah, right.
Just for plot.
Okay, so since you mentioned Drew, I'm gonna tell you, not a single respondent to this poll picked Drew. Not one. He did not make the cut.
Thank God.
Unless he falls under someone else, right? Because they did include in their poll someone else. But actually, I think they said, I would have to go back to the article, but I think they did say they had Drew on the list and it was just like no votes. So with 1% of the vote, Ned. And I was like, seriously? Why? Just because, before she knew he was her nephew, they had a ting?
No.
I don't buy it. Ronnie got 2% of the vote. Because got to have interesting writing. And then that is exactly what ended up happening. But we're kind of like, I don't know. I was really surprised. Brooklyn got almost 4% of the vote. And the catch-all of someone else, other than who was on the list, got a proper, solid 4% of the vote. 21% of us thought Michael would get the house.
Yep.
If we did, clearly we don't understand soap opera writing because the fact that they were talking about it so much made it very clear he wasn't going to get the house.
Nope.
Like you said, Tracy. 25% of us thought Tracy would get the house, which would have been super cool.
But we all know if she did get the house, I think she would have been like, okay, I have a house now. Oh, y'all get out.
I actually don't think she would have, but she would have said it, but she wouldn't have meant it. And then coming in with 42% of the vote, we all thought instead of her golden boy Michael,
It'd be Jason.
She would go with golden boy Jason.
Which again, wouldn't have been mad at. I wouldn't have been mad at Tracy because it's like, it's your family home. It would make sense that she finally, you know what?
Yeah.
This is not over. It is officially your house.
Yep.
So, you know, but
I wouldn't have been mad at any of the three of them. Tracy, Jason, Michael.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely. Or one of the grandkids. But, you know, that wouldn't really make sense.
Mm.
Okay. Now in the other poll, which is a little more interesting because it's still going on.
Right.
Who shot Drew? Okay. In this particular poll, they had 12 people to choose from plus someone else. So you had one of 12, and if you didn't like any of the 12, your 13th option was someone else.
Who shot the congressman?
Who shot the congressman and did the town a favor? 12 people. 9 of whom barely got 1%. So they're either under 1% or just above, because altogether these 9 people made up 10% of the vote. These 9 people are Alexis, Carly, Curtis, Martin, Michael, Portia, Sunny, Stella, and Tracy.
So what I'm hearing from that is every single person on the suspect list, the people don't believe that they shot the congressman.
No, I don't know how Stella made the list.
I don't know either.
It's like, come on.
But it was fun. It was funny to see.
Put Scout on that list before we put Stella. Although that was mentioned like in the blurb around it. It's like could have been one of the kids, maybe Danny. Were you and I talking about how it might have been Danny?
Yes.
So out of 12, that leaves 3.
Right.
And I already said 27% for someone else?
No.
No. Okay, well, someone else, besides these 12, 27% of the vote. So more than a quarter of us thought it might be someone else. Nina got 5% of the vote.
Yep.
Somebody I thought was a real possibility, but seems very unlikely now. Sidwell got 27% of the vote as well. And the runaway person that we all suspect and think do it, Willow Tate.
Which, obviously.
That's what I say. I say obvious. If anybody was looking at the shadow on the ground...
Like, honestly, if y'all were really... Like, honestly, if y'all were paying attention. If y'all were honestly paying attention. See, like, when you analyze it, it's like, it could literally be no... Like, even with the 9 people who got out... Who people don't think did it. It's like, when you honestly think about the main suspects, so Michael, Carly, Sunny, Curtis, Portia, all of them, it like, nothing fits. It's like, nothing.
Nope. And obviously, you know, just to reiterate, in case somebody's coming back in and hasn't seen the last few weeks or whatever, Jason did not make the list because Jason was not in town, and was clear he was not in town.
Yep.
So he just was not on a suspect list.
No. And then on top of that, now knowing what the murder weapon should have been murder, attempted murder. Now knowing what the weapon was and who it belonged to, you really do have to think of, like, okay, logically, do any of the suspects have access to that? And I'm like, in terms of Portia and Curtis, I mean, sure, Michael could have given them the gun.
Could have.
And then given it back to Michael. But no.
No, indeed.
And they don't even really go to the house anyway, so.
Nope, this is it. So, those were the 2 polls. I found it very interesting.
They were interesting.
I was actually surprised so many people thought it might be Sidwell. But,
now knowing what Sidwell said.
I would be all for it, because Sidwell crazy. But anyways. So there we go. All right. So let's jump into our conversation about the week. They read the will.
Yep.
Alexis comes over. She's reading the will. I don't remember who got what, to be honest. But Brooklyn got something.
So Brooklyn got Monica's pearl necklace.
Oh yes.
I'm like, the fact that that's what she gets. But okay.
What she got? Yeah.
Ned got something of Alan's.
Okay.
I don't remember what, but he got something of Alan's.
Are you sure it was Ned and not Jason? Because Jason...
No, he must have gotten, like, the golf clubs or something. Like, he got something.
Okay.
Olivia got the cookware. Yep. And I think Jones watched, like we said, so he can always remember the time that they spent together, which I think was sweet.
Yeah. He was touched.
Right. Instead of getting the house, Michael got the horses, the cars, and the yacht.
Yep.
Tracy, running gag, got
Tracy
a jar
got
of Lila's...
Pickle Lila.
Yeah, got Lila's relish.
Right? Which was up to when Edward died, and that was all he left her in his will.
It's like, I'm like, this is essentially me cutting out my will.
Yep. Which, again...
I still don't see the significance.
It was a big thing back in the 80s.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, because she was upset, she's like, because she looked at this like, is this some kind of joke?
Yeah, she was mad.
But I'm like...
Because it was cruel. It was cruel.
But...
Yeah, we have this theory that Ronnie's a plant. Like, she's sus. Tracy is spot on the money. She is agree. A con. But we don't know how she's a con.
Right.
We're still trying to figure that out.
No.
But whoever she's working with must have known. So they have something against Tracy, which is where I think... Martin. I do think it's Martin. And we know Martin has something against Tracy. Right. But I don't know how he would know about the Pickle Lila unless, you know, it's something that Lucy might have revealed during Pillow Talk all those years ago. I don't know.
But even then, it's like, okay, if it was Martin, it's like, how would he know about Ronnie? Because
pulling some stuff.
For me, I need to see them interact because they have not met yet.
No, not that we've seen.
No. And then on top of that, I'm trying to think, it's like, because sure, there was a point where Martin found something addressed to Monica at Drew's house that the kids had been drawing on.
Yeah.
But...
And maybe it was one of the letters.
Maybe it was one of the letters, which would make more sense. But... Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's possible because if the kids had it...
Yeah.
No, but at that point, they wouldn't have been at the Quartermain house. Like, I think they had been at Drew's house for maybe a few weeks. Like, they would have had to grab that from time before they left.
Oh, absolutely.
But if that's how that happened, okay. But for me, I'm just like, Tracy is doing all this, and it's like she's never mentioned you once. I'm just like, the letters have been shown to you, and when Ronnie showed up, you asked her to show you the letters because you recognized Monica's handwriting. So I'm like, did you look at them and recognize her handwriting?
Yeah. I mean, I totally believe. You know, to me, there's no question that Ronnie is Monica's sister. I think that is legit.
It's just what con is she pulling?
Yes, absolutely. So
I'm like, I wish Sam was alive. Sam would also know a con when she sees one.
Right?
Get Cody. Right. Cody knows a con when he sees one.
Yep.
And then on top of that, aside from that, Ronnie got a locket from Monica with a photo of them when they were kids. That is pretty much it for what people got. Oh, and all the grandkids and great-grandkids who were alive when Monica was alive, they get a trust for their education and whatnot, including Daisy, since Daisy was around before Monica died.
Yes. Exactly. So that was kind of cool.
Yep.
And then... I guess if we kind of flip storylines, because is there anything else to say about the house, the reading of the will? I hope Erica stays around as Ronnie. I hope it's not just a temporary thing. Like,
if this actually is who Ronnie is, her personality and everything like that, I like her, and with the way she's interacting with the different family members, aside from Tracy, it's like, I really do hope that while yes, this is a con, it's like you feel bad about pulling this con.
You know.
I hope you do. Like, you might not in regards to Tracy. Little Sussy show up at the reading of your sister's will, who we've never heard of you. That is sus. But they're like, we're giving you a chance. You seem like a nice person.
Yep.
And it's like,
if Monica wanted you here, then we want you here.
Exactly. So it's like, these people are like, they're being so kind to you, again, excluding Tracy. So I'm like, don't do them dirt like this. Just because if it is a scam mainly on Tracy and Martin's a part of it, like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, do your dirt to Tracy, but don't do the dirt to the rest of them.
Yeah.
So I really hope she ends up being like, you know what? This isn't how I want it to go. Michael, here's your house.
Yeah. You know, take the little that you need and then give them the rest or whatever. So, 88 Turner, I'm not clear if she did it on purpose or not.
I think I don't think she did, but she definitely got distracted.
Or you think she was distracted by Dimples?
She was distracted. Dimples, the man is working out. I don't know. She got distracted by something because she was looking at Sunny when she gave the address. So,
yeah,
she got like seriously, especially because we know Turner to an extent. She's very, as they said, very meticulous on this stuff.
Yeah,
she would not make a typo like that. She got distracted because there's no way she would give them time to plan to do what
hide the weapon.
No.
Okay.
And then it is sus that Jason and Michael skedaddle. Especially you, Michael.
You don't know if they're gonna come back today.
Still, even you, Michael. That was okay. The next day, if you're not there, that's one thing. But you know Anna. You know how she is, especially with something as serious as this. I'm like, there's 24 hours in a day. You best believe she's gonna try and get a second warrant, quick, fast, and in a hurry within the next 2 hours. So for you to leave,
I don't see why I would stick around. I really don't.
No, but okay, if I am a person of interest, I'm staying in plain sight so y'all don't suspect me of doing dirt.
Listen, I just have to not leave town. Listen, imagine he wanted to go to the grocery store. Imagine something happened while he's at school. He can't leave?
That's different.
Yeah, what is what I'm
But
saying?
he didn't say that.
No.
He walked out the room because Diane called him about the thing, and next you know he's at Elizabeth's house. Yeah. You think the smart thing to do is to go to the place.
Yeah, well,
as we know, it's like Anna said, it's like we don't want to give them time to protect each other.
No, agreed.
Which is exactly what happens.
Well, you know what? When you screw up. Yep, too bad.
And even Anna said, "Don't do anything stupid."
And if you were so concerned, about them leaving while you go get the other warrant,
you could have left. You could have left an officer.
Exactly.
In fairness, though, knowing them, they probably wouldn't. Yeah, you could have just left the officer outside.
Exactly.
Keep an eye on the peoples.
That's right. Yeah. So basically, too bad, so sad. Oh yes, I was gonna say. So additional comedy moment, right? Is so Ronnie's sitting there and Ronnie's taking all the time in the world to read this warrant. But, it's like, oh yeah, it's a boilerplate. We entitles us to search the house. Yeah, no. You're gonna wait while I read it.
That's like you.
Applause.
No, for real, because that's like that. And honestly, this is something I think every person in the world does and needs to do better at. Is when it comes to something and it's like the terms and conditions and then the fine print. It's like, yeah, we just click yes, I accept the terms and conditions, but it's like we don't actually read the thing. And it's like that. It's like no.
We need to read them,
right? Because as Michael said later, it's like he thanked Ronnie because he's like, if you had not read through that thing, if you had not read through the warrant, we would have just said A-okay, and they would have gone long. However, if they had let them go long with the warrant, I'm wondering if they would have been able to have if they did somehow find the gun at the house. I'm wondering if that would have been that piece of evidence would have been thrown out because they searched the wrong place. I
think it's possible.
Because but then again,
I remember what had me hot.
But then again, they would have given permission.
That's where I was gonna go, right?
Miss Barr, this is a crucial thing. Can we just have permission? Which is
That's
what Chase
I was gonna say. Yep. I mean, it behooves you. It behooves you to read, right? She handed you the warrant. You didn't read it, and you were like, "Yeah, go ahead." That's on you. The lawyer could try to get it thrown out, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm like, it was the wrong address, but they agreed.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just like, if people get warrants to search places, make sure it's the right address. Make sure it states what they're searching for and whatnot. Just don't agree just because they have a warrant.
The point I was making on that, though, and this is why I found it funny, is because Ronnie took all the time in the world to sit down and read this warrant, and then Anna finally loses patience. Like, lady, let's go. And then Ronnie's like, no, you're not gonna search this house today because it doesn't have the right address. I'm pretty sure the address was the first thing at the top of the paper. She didn't need to read the rest. So I just thought that was hilarious. It's like you just sat down there and you burned all these people's time and you felt no way. I love that. I gave her, again, applause.
Right? And also, I'm like, granted, I can understand Anna's frustration, but I'm like, it is her... What's the word I'm looking for?
Lawful right?
Thank you. It is her lawful right. Take the time and read it, and all the time you need to understand. It's the same thing when it comes to contracts for work or, law stuff. It's like, read. And because things like this are supposed to be written in simple terms for people who are not lawyers and everything else to actually understand what they're agreeing to.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So Anna was like humbugging her. It's like, no. Let her read, because you don't know what's going on with this woman. She needs that time.
Yep.
So let her have the time. If it takes her 3 hours to read the thing, it's gonna take her 3 hours. Get over it. English might not be her first language. Give her hell. She might be illiterate and is just starting to learn how to read. Give her time.
Yep.
Like, do not rush people.
Okay, what else do you want to talk about? Gio and Emma?
No, because that and itself is bare foolishness. Just communicate.
Yeah, for real.
That it's simple as that. You think one thing, he thinks another. Have a conversation.
And they finally figured out they're into each other.
Right?
Okay,
because
great.
They had a conversation.
Yep.
Like, seriously, that's literally honesty, communication, and a bunch of other things are important in a relationship. Yep. Communicate.
Oh, I guess the only other thing that was happening last week, really, at least as far as the shooting was going, was that people were quickly realizing that they were no longer suspects, or they were not the prime suspects, and they started warning other suspects. Like Alexis warned Curtis. Yeah, everybody is making sure everybody else's butt is covered.
The only people whose butts ain't covered are certain people's. Because somebody's idiot.
Yep.
But though I will say it does tie into Drew, but it's more the blackmail aspect of things. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, okay, I understand how Curtis sort of came to the conclusion of the fact that Drew hasn't really been blackmailing anyone for a time.
Yeah.
So he must not have anything on them. But I'm like, the man's in the hospital. Of course he doesn't have time to blackmail you. How can you assume he doesn't have the blackmail material anymore because he hasn't made demands? The man was literally shot.
Listen,
like,
it was a bit of a stretch. I don't know how he got there.
I don't know how he got there either. But then come to say, we're going to go push his buttons. And if he doesn't do anything, he ain't got no blackmail. And the man did. And it's like, how do you still come to that conclusion that he doesn't have anything? Because here's the thing. If he didn't, you would have gotten a call from the police because they would have looked through what was in the safe and been like, Miss Portia, we have something here that don't make no sense.
Well, right. But I think they made that conclusion because they had not gotten the call. Now, what I don't understand is...
who's to say he left it in his house?
Right, for one. There's definitely that. But I'm still struggling with why Trina is not telling her parents that she found the information and got rid of it. I mean, obviously, that puts her at the scene of the crime. Obviously. Right? But,
you think your parents are going to say anything about you being at the scene of a crime? That involves Drew?
You have to imagine that they're still scrambling, trying to cover themselves. So
and also, why are you letting... I'm just like, why are you letting them assume that there's no blackmail... Like, granted, there is no blackmail material, but why are you letting them assume whatever, which way and about it? Because, yes, like I said, Drew could... Because even Portia said, it's like, he doesn't have any more. It's like, well, what if he kept it in his office in D.C.? Like, he could actually have it, and it's just not in his house.
Yeah.
Which I think is smart.
Yeah.
Like, don't just assume. So I'm like, yeah, Trina, you should actually tell your parents. Like, obviously, you don't want them knowing you were there at the time, but it lets them strategize to figure out what to do.
Absolutely.
Like,
I don't get it.
I don't either. And then I just realized something that actually did have me hot.
Yep.
Still involving Drew. The man got shot whatever day it was. Because we don't actually know what day it was. But the man got shot whatever day it was. GH timeline-wise. He's been in the hospital, excuse me, for like, I'll say 2 weeks. I'll go with that. How is it the man's in the hospital for 2 weeks, has surgery on his back, can, as we've stated in previously, wheel himself... Oh, actually, if they tell us the date Monica died, that would help, because he got shot a day or two before Monica died. Anyway, point is, how has man gone from getting shot in the back, having surgery, to, within the span of 2 weeks, possibly, getting in a wheelchair, wheeling himself to a funeral, wheeling himself back to a hospital. He did have a car, but I'm just saying. Then, going through physical therapy to walk.
Yeah, because really, who's helping him in and out the car? But
and not even that. I'm like, how's the man? The man had surgery on his back. This kind of thing should not have. Again, I know real life problems. No, to soap opera situations.
I wasn't even going there.
But I
wasn't even going there because from what I understood, It didn't hit his spinal cord.
It didn't.
It didn't hit any of his vital organs.
No.
So it's really just a matter of taking them out and letting them heal.
But even still, that's your back.
Yeah. I mean, okay, there'd be a little bit of swelling or whatever, but no. And I think that's probably why they didn't have it hit any vital organs or his spine or anything like that, so that he could get up and be around and terrorizing the town again.
But what I'm just like, with that risk of paralyzation, it was still close enough to his spine because they said it's a tricky spot.
They did.
But even still,
they're
I'm
Cracker
like,
Jack surgeons over at GH.
I know, but it still shouldn't take him 2 weeks to heal
Listen,
from that,
I know,
and be discharged from the hospital at that.
You don't think so?
No.
Listen, okay, well, now if we're going to go to real life briefly, like, that's one of the things they holler about in the U.S. and their healthcare, and they want them out. Having been in the hospital after any number of surgeries here in Canada, listen, they have you up and out of that bed as fast as they possibly can. So you could come off the surgery table. If you can walk back to your room, once you wake up in recovery, they're going to have you walk back to your room. It doesn't matter if it takes you 4 hours to get there. They're going to have you walk back. They have you up and about, like, because... Okay. The faster they have you up and about is the faster you heal.
Right, yes. I get that because we had this conversation not a few days ago. Yeah. But even still.
Hey, listen. Can't all be Lulu lying around in a bed for 4 years.
Someone needs to put another bullet in his back, and this time make sure you actually hit his spine. There was something else, but I'm saying that for villain because it ties them together.
Okay, and then I had a little bit of a what had me hot. I was just totally irritated when Trina comes into the gym with Kai, sees them having a conversation, pulls Emma away, and her first question is, so what's going on with you and Gio? That conversation looked very intense. If it looked intense, why did you interrupt it? Clearly she wasn't finished.
I think it's because it was intense and trying to ease the tension.
I don't think so. I think Trina was an idiot.
How you walk up into the gym like, Emma, Gio, be like, not even be like, oh, they're in a conversation. I'll walk past, give a wave so they acknowledge I'm here, and then I'll come back.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That pissed me off. But anyway, so no more needs to be said about that.
No.
What'd you do that for? Who called for that? Okay, you're thinking too long, so I'm just going to jump in with Michael going over to Liz's place.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I just didn't know how I was going to, how that tied in. Like,
Liz is like, yeah, come in. And she walks into the house and he's looking around like there's somebody hiding behind the bushes or something like that. Then he goes in the house and he looking back out the door like, you know, he sees somebody ducking behind a car. It's like, what are you doing, Michael?
I'm like...
You know,
I mean, shady.
Yeah, it was. And it's like, why are the writers trying to make Michael look so shady? I didn't care for it. Who called for that? Did you come up with something else, or that was you had the same one?
It was pretty much that, but it's like I didn't know how to tie that in to...
Okay.
Because it's like, what? Because, like, we saw that, and it's like, what are you planning?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you about to kill Elizabeth in her own house? Like, what are you doing?
Oh my god!
Like that's the vibe I got when I saw that face at the end. It's like, you look like you're about to commit murder up in that place, man.
Oh my goodness!
Then come to find out he was just, supposedly there to offer Willow a chance to see the children.
Yes. Okay. Now we're gonna go off on a real random tangent that has nothing to do with anything whatsoever.
Okay.
In the Kesakake, the Lulu of the week. Do you remember what we had agreed to?
No.
Okay. In the completely random section of our podcast today, Kesakake goes to Subway Sandwiches Canada.
Oh my god! I remember now because I've been asking people about it all week.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So in a commercial break, Subway Sandwiches comes up with this thing, right? You got your footlongs, you got your 6-inch, and they are now asking Canadians if they would prefer a 15.24 centimeter sandwich. Because apparently we don't understand metric to imperial conversion.
No, that's y'all in America.
That's the same. Let's not. What catches strays? You just listen to a podcast catching a stray.
I mean, they don't want to convert.
Why should they?
Pretty much everyone is metric, and they're the only ones who are...
I am not talking about my weight in kilograms, and I'm not talking about my height in meters. I'm not doing it. I'm staying with my imperial. Oh, okay, so leave the Americans alone. Leave the Americans alone. I'm happy with my mixed bag.
I'm just like, why y'all in miles? Kilometers makes more sense.
I'm happy with my mixed bag.
I don't want to be driving and then get confused because I'm driving down a 35-mile road, but I'm driving at 60 kilometers because that's what I'm used to.
I'm happy with my mixed bag.
Y'all need to fix that.
No.
Anyway.
They don't. I want 2 pounds of beef. I don't want 4 kilograms. Left it.
I mean, it's the same thing.
But I'm happy with my 2-liter jug of milk.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like certain. It's mainly Imperial, but there are certain things that are metric, like leaders.
Anyways, complete tangent, like you said. But yeah, listen, stop the nonsense, okay? It's 6 inches. Let's just leave it at 6 inches. We only know 15.24 centimeters. I don't know how y'all spent money on a commercial.
I really don't.
Like, and for improve the food.
Right?
Cool. Do you have a make it sassy?
Probably Brit when she told Spinelli to get out. But that, I'm like, that was rude on so many levels. But it's like, no, she did say, Spinelli, can you give us a second? We're talking, and then he's like, it's like, no, Spinelli, seriously though. Like,
yeah, I think my make it sassy is Brit as well. I mean, she had so many moments talking to Jason where Jason was trying to pack up his things and she kicked him out the room, and she was just ridiculous.
No, for me it was when she ran into Jocelyn and Carly and I was like, oh, Jocelyn, so nice to see you again.
It's like everything Brit is sassy. Okay. You want your hero or you want your villain first?
Go with my hero.
Who's your hero?
It is a tie between Spinelli and Nathan, mainly because they sat down and had a really nice conversation about James and what is best and what, they think they should do. And, like, Nathan even acknowledged, he's like, yes, I missed 7 years of my life, and, for those 7 years, and however time, you've pretty much been James's de facto dad, so to speak. And I don't want to ruin that relationship you guys have. So, whatever you decide, I will follow the lead. But he was still like, I still want to be a father to my son. I still want to have a relationship with my son. But for right now, I'll follow your lead in whatever decisions you make involving James. And I really like they had that conversation. And Nathan was totally very much aware. It's like, he doesn't really know me. I haven't been a parent to him and all this. So I'm not going to start stepping on toes just because I'm back and I'm this boy's father.
Right.
And then on top of that, I also like that he acknowledges the fact about Maxie, and they talk about that straight up, because it's like, yeah, because even Spinelli asked him, is like, you're still in love with Maxie, and Nathan's like, I mean, yeah, to me, she's still my wife. So I'm like, how is that gonna play out? Because it's like, will Spinelli step aside or will Nathan step aside? But I'm thinking Nathan might, just like how he's acknowledging that Spinelli is technically like the de facto dad.
Yeah.
He'll acknowledge like Maxie's moved on. But we can't say anything until Maxie gets back.
Right. So. Okay. I don't have a hero of the week.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start with my villain, and then give you an opportunity to rant. My villain of the week is Isaiah, because
that's understandable. That's understandable.
Yeah, because I don't know who called for him to step to Curtis, talk about Curtis is treating his wife badly and taking advantage. It's like, who is you?
And he said, mind your business.
And Curtis was like, have we met? Which I'm surprised they hadn't met before.
I feel like they had, but...
But, yeah, just check yourself. Just because, Anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. Your villain of the week.
No.
After all that build-up throughout the podcast.
I know.
That's okay.
I know. I was on a roll.
You was.
No.
So make sure to note it for next week.
Yeah,
all
definitely.
Right. Okay. Well, then, I just want to...
there is... It's a little bit of a kesakaka. Portia, do you not know how to hide a pregnancy test?
Listen,
And then at least... I'm like, hey, at least you know, and you told someone that Curtis might not be the father of a baby. And I hope you do not make the same mistake that you did with Trina. Because that's going to get you in some serious trouble.
Learn something.
Like, I hope you learn something from this.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we don't need another, it's yours. It's not yours. It's I'm the new Taggart. Bye!
Well, if Maury Povich show up on GH, we know what happened. All right.
So,
yeah, just in other general news, I would just want to encourage everybody to send prayers and positive vibes and love out to Kirsten Storms.
What happened to Maxie?
So, she actually has... let me go back to the beginning of this article and tell you exactly what it is. but she has some. She's going to undergo brain surgery.
Ooh. First, she leaves because she's moving now. Oh dear.
Well, she moved because of this.
Oh.
We're now getting more details. Okay. So, apparently, I did not know this, but back in 2021, she had an operation called a craniotomy to drain and remove a non-cancerous cyst on her brain, or some non-cancerous cysts on her brain.
Okay.
And now I believe, if I remember what I read, it's on her brain stem. And so they need to
go in and deal with that again.
Yeah, exactly. She has hang on.
Looking for the words.
No, I got it here. Since January, the scan showed a new but very small squatter cyst on my brainstem. And so it was clear that I needed to change some things in my life ASAP. For my own personal reasons, no longer living in Los Angeles was very important to me. So that's why she moves, and she's gonna have this surgery in the very near future.
All right.
So yeah, if we can just send.
So sending those good vibes, prayers, all of that out to Kirsten, and then I do hope that she does come back fairly soon. Yeah. So her estimate of possibly coming back in November, from the sounds of it, is not going to happen. So definitely looking like hopefully she'll be back in the new year. But with this, it's hard to say when in the new year, because she did say she was hoping more for like a January return, but depending on how soon she has the surgery and hopefully all will go well. I think Absolutely. the soonest we'll see her back, if anything, will be late January, possibly February. I am totally speculating. Absolutely,
based on nothing.
I am. And I'm hoping that is the case. That is late January, February. Because February sweeps, but also it gives her time to heal and do what she needs to do. Yeah,
absolutely.
Especially if she has it within the next few months.
Yeah, one of the things I found really cool about the article is she's really good friends or best friends with the previous Lulu, Emmy Ryland. So they're out there together and doing all the things and getting all the heals and the feels and the loves and yeah, and they have a yarn business together. They're crocheting and knitting sweaters. So
that'll definitely give her something to do while she's sitting there being like.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So there you go.
So that is what's fit in the print from us today.
Absolutely.
On this episode covering October 6th to 10th of General Hospital.
Yep. So come back next week. Get a little more soap.
A hell of a lot of sass.
Have a great week, y'all.